Luca Guadagnino's Queer, set against the backdrop of 1950s Mexico City, is a hauntingly beautiful meditation on desire, self-loathing, and the pursuit of intimacy. At its heart is William Lee Daniel Craig, an American expatriate with a complex relationship to his sexuality. Though he appears open in his sexual encounters with other men, a deeper, darker struggle unfolds within him, rendered with remarkable subtlety and sensitivity by Craig in what might be the best performance of his career. The film opens with Lee cruising the streets for young men, using his practiced methods of seduction that keep conversation to a minimum. In one early scene, he engages with a freckled Jewish boy, trying to keep things casual but ultimately failing. It's an introduction to the emotional and physical distance that Lee keeps between himself and others, an armor that, as the film progresses, cracks more and more as his desires begin to consume him. Queer is as much about physicality as it is about psychological tension. Guadagnino, ever a master of sensual cinema, uses light, color, and composition to reflect Lee's internal turmoil. In the film's early scenes, the stark daylight exposes the world around the characters with brutal clarity, while nightfall introduces a dreamlike quality to the imagery. Blues and violets lend the film a surreal, almost otherworldly quality. This visual duality mirrors Lee's own oscillations between suave confidence and a sweating, fragile desperation. Craig's transformation throughout the film is mesmerizing. The more he struggles with his desire for Eugene Allerton, Drew Starkey, the more his physical appearance deteriorates, reflecting the depth of his internal chaos. It is Eugene, whom Lee meets during a cockfight, who becomes the object of his fixation. There's an undeniable attraction between them, but Eugene remains elusive, offering fleeting moments of flirtation while also connecting with other people, including a woman. Lee's uncertainty and jealousy intensify, creating an almost pathological longing that takes on a life of its own. His need for Eugene feels less about romantic connection than about controlling the object of his desire. It is here that Queer dives deep into the psychological, as Lee begins to explore the boundaries between love, obsession, and self-destruction. The film introduces the concept of yage, a South American hallucinogen believed to heighten telepathic abilities. Lee's increasing interest in this drug adds another layer of complexity to his pursuit of Eugene. At first, yage seems like a passing curiosity, but as the film progresses, it becomes a symbol of Lee's desire to control not just his relationships, but his very sense of self. The idea of telepathy, or perhaps mind control, becomes inextricably linked with Lee's struggle to reconcile his identity with his desires, creating a surreal and unsettling atmosphere. Guadagnino's deft direction takes us deeper into the surreal as Lee's dreams begin to offer glimpses into his psyche, with imagery that recalls the visceral horror of Suspiria and the disorienting tension of Bones and All. These dream sequences are among the most striking in Guadagnino's career, functioning as a kind of psychological riddle for the audience to untangle. At its core, Queer is a film about self-acceptance and the complicated journey towards shedding self-denial. Though Lee's journey is fraught with pain and self-doubt, his increasing obsession with Eugene, embodied so compellingly by Starkey, serves as a vehicle for his ultimate confrontation with his own internalized shame. Guadagnino challenges the audience to interpret Lee's actions, motivations, and psyche, offering a story that is both deeply personal and universally resonant. The film's refusal to offer easy answers or clear resolutions makes it a challenging experience, but also a profoundly rewarding one. As the film draws to a close, Queer leaves us with more questions than answers, but with the distinct feeling that something transformative has occurred. Whether one interprets the film as a metaphor for self-acceptance, an exploration of addiction, or something else entirely, it is clear that Guadagnino and his collaborators have crafted something unique. This is a film that invites the audience to work alongside it, to interpret, question, and wrestle with its imagery and
I
themes.
want to talk to you without speaking.